Hi everybody, I'm Lisa Ouellet and I'm here to do your April Psychic Angel Tarot card reading, or your Psychic Angel card reading. I'm using the Fairy Tarot from Doreen Virtue today for these readings. Haven't used these in a little while, I don't think, and it's spring now, so I figured fairies are reminiscent to me of spring, so I'm going to use those. I apologize for not being able to do the videos last month for the month of March. March is my favorite month. It's my birthday month. It's when spring begins. It's my favorite month, and I'm really sorry I was not able to do the videos for you this month, in the month of March. My computer broke probably the middle of February, and I was not able to get it fixed until mid-March. So I was going to do the mid-month videos, but that just didn't work out time-wise for me, so I apologize. I'm back here for April now, ready to do all the zodiac signs starting from Aries, going through Pisces. We're going to do the 4 cards for Aries because we're still in the month of Aries. We're going to be also April is Taurus, so we'll do 4 cards for Taurus as well. And the rest of you will get 3 cards. I suggest watching your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign as well, because those can give you an all-around clearer picture. If one doesn't resonate 100% with you, then the others might as well. I am going to apologize again. I've been having some tooth issues here. I broke a tooth a couple months back. I just had an implant put in, a dental implant put in, so going to have a little bit of a hole there for a while until the tooth can get put in around July or so. So bear with me with that. Just giving you a heads up. Thank you everybody for commenting on the videos. Thank you all for your personal messages. I got so many messages, personal messages directed to me asking me where the March videos were. So I know that you love them. So I appreciate you, and I'm so sorry I wasn't able to get them. All of my stuff is on my computer to make them, and it was just, there wasn't any way to do it on my phone. So I apologize for that. So again, that being said, if you'd like a personal one-on-one reading, if you like these videos enough and you want to schedule a reading with me directly one-on-one, I would be happy to schedule a telephone or Skype reading with you wherever you are. So you can reach me through my website, lisawillet.com. The information is on the bottom of my screen, as well as all the other places to follow me on social media. I'm very active on Facebook, not so much on Pinterest. I'm trying to get there. Instagram, I do daily cards if you'd like to follow those. Twitter, I post on a regular basis as well too. So thank you so much for all of your social media shares as well too. So again, that being said, we're going to talk about the full moon, the new moon, and all the energies of what is coming for you. So yeah, that being said, watch your sign. Hi there, Virgos. Happy April. I've pulled 3 cards for you asking for your highest and best, and these are the cards I pulled for you. You got the 10 of Winter. This card's come up a couple times for other signs today. And you got 2 major arcana cards, the Moon and the Star. And there's the 17 and the 18, which is kind of interesting. So let's talk about those for you. The 10 of Winter, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or a codependency. So this card talks about walking away from a difficult situation, and not just walking away from it, running at fast speed, okay? Run away from what's not working for you. Turn your back on difficulties. Turn your back on things that aren't working for you. I'm hearing intuitively, I'm hearing, Virgos, that some of you are actually going to be moving due to this, okay? So the end of an addiction or codependency. So you might be codependent on a situation is what I'm hearing, Virgo. So yes, you might be codependent on a person. There might be somebody in your life that you've stayed in a relationship too long for, or you might have an addiction to drugs or alcohol or gambling or bad behavior or toxic relationships or sugar or caffeine or whatever it is. But they're saying that the end of the addiction is in sight in this April for you, and the weight is lifted off your shoulders, and you start to feel lighter and healthier for it. You start to feel like you can actually do more. Like you've felt maybe in the winter, in the fall and the winter, you felt like, because it was cold and dreary, you felt like, you couldn't make changes. But they're saying now the Winter card is here to tell you this is a swords. This represents swords, or it also represents an air sign. Gemini Libra or Aquarius. So maybe there's somebody from one of those signs coming in to help you and assist you with this. But the resolution of the difficulties is here for you. So not only is it time to run away, but you want to get away from what's no longer serving you, okay, and what's merely holding you back. Sometimes endings are sad. Sometimes they're a relief. Sometimes we stay in a situation longer than we want to, or we stay with somebody longer than we should because we don't know what's coming up in front of us, and sometimes staying with what we know can feel safer, even though it doesn't feel good. I know I've stayed I stayed in the past in a job that I knew wasn't healthy for me for longer than I should have because for financial reasons. But sometimes people stay in relationships longer than they should because they're afraid to get out of it, or they don't know that the next one coming in is going to be better. They're thinking it could be worse or whatever. But sometimes people do things. Virgo, you're an earth sign. You're kind of set in your ways sometimes, and you like logical, and you don't like to think. And this is a generalization, you don't like to take leaps without knowing what the next steps are. So that's why some of you could be stuck in a situation longer than you wanted to. You've probably known for some time that it was time to move on, but you didn't know how. How do I move on? What do I do? What steps do I take, right? You might be unwilling or unable to cut ties, but that they're saying that this is something important for you to do. Let go of the past and set yourself onto a happier journey. Set yourself up for something that's, exciting for you, new goals coming up, make a fresh beginning, focus on the future and not on the past. Okay, so that's coming up for you. Then you have the star and the moon, and the star itself talks about hold on one second. The star talks about, this card here is saying, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times, okay? So that's what they're saying. They're saying an ending is in sight, okay? Now's the time to believe. Challenging times fade away as the time of true faith comes into play. There's no room now for self-doubt. You know what you need to do. Take action. If you need to move, then move. If you need to change your location, change your location. If you need to change your job, change it. Walk away from people that have not been healthy to you and been toxic and holding you back, and walk towards the future. Walk towards what's important for you. Look to the future with hope and optimism, okay? Trust in yourself and your abilities. Allow your faith to grow. Like the constellations, it's going to guide you to a more fulfilling and rewarding life. Trust your gut. If it's telling you or pulling you in one direction, follow it. Go with where it's giving you. It's faith to move mountains, so you can do whatever it is that you want to do. It's light at the end of the tunnel. Things have seemed helpless, but they're not. You have the opportunity to know that the universe is shining a light in your direction and pushing you in a forward momentum for something better. So when things have seemed dismal and like they're not going the direction you want, know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and know that they are bringing you opportunity for better and bigger, okay? Suddenly knowing what you need to do next, all of a sudden things are going to just like manifest themselves, opportunities, people, they're going to start showing up in front of you. You got the moon, okay? The moon is intuitive ability. It's listening to your intuition, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, okay? Understanding that there's an end to the situation, the truth of a situation. So the universe is sending you messages right now that it's the perfect moment to take the next step, to take that leap of faith, to dive into something else. Listen to the guidance that you receive in the form of your intuition, your synchronistic events, people popping into your life, your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Lots of times when the moon card comes up, you're getting messages through your dreams. You really need to be aware of it and pay attention to them, okay? Your sleeping patterns might change, and all of a sudden you might start waking up in the middle of the night because you're getting intuitive epiphanies. That's great. Pay attention to that. Give yourself, if you have cards, pull cards for yourself, or go to somebody like myself who can pull cards for you or tune in intuitively. Get insight, from an intuitive source, but definitely you have your own intuitive ability. Start trying to trust your gut, okay? It's seeing what you didn't see before. It's psychic information popping up for you. This is a great, amazing opportunity for you. I know for a lot of you, Easter, people celebrate Easter in the month of April. You're going to be trying to spend time with family and friends. Again, follow your gut. Go with where you need to go. Go to the places that you feel compelled to go. If you don't feel like going with anybody at Easter, then do what you need to do. Family situations can get, stressful during the holidays. I feel like this is going to be a holiday for you where you kind of follow your gut and just do what you need to do. The new moon on the 26th is going to be able to bring you opportunities of manifesting what it is that you want, seeing what you didn't see before, okay? No longer being afraid and knowing that there's bigger and better out there. And I feel like they're showing you that you can do anything that you want to do this month, Virgo. So trust your gut, okay? Ask for intuitive insights. Pay attention to your dreams. Start keeping a dream journal at night before you go to bed. Ask your angels and guides before you go to sleep to give you messages and to be really, really clear with you. And pay attention to the insights that you get. Start writing them down, and then the next day when you wake up, even if you don't remember everything, you might remember just a couple of small words, and then each day you'll start to remember more and more. But I feel like because you might be consciously closing down during the day, the universe is going to try to give you more insight during your dream state while you're sleeping. So that's going to be important for you too. So pay attention to that. So your dreams can be like really making you more aware. So when you wake up the next day, you might feel like, oh, I've been struggling with knowing what I should do about this job. You know, should I stay? Should I go? And then the universe is going to like give you some information in a dream, and you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh, okay, now I totally get what they were telling me. It was symbols or whatever. Sometimes, like, even for me, it's psychic charades in my brain, and I have to try to assemble the pieces of the puzzle together. So it might be like that for you as well too, but I feel like you're getting enough information that it's going to be helpful to you. All right, so you got the moon, you got the star, you're being led, you got the 10 of winter, the resolution of difficulties, a weight being lifted off your shoulders. This is going to be a great month of April for you to just move forward, moving past your fears, and just listening to your gut and doing what you know you need to do. Sometimes it's hard. Again, like I said before, I understand change can be difficult, but sometimes it can feel like a relief. Like you know what you need to do, and you just, once you make that step and take that break. Have you ever gone to send an email and you're kind of hesitant to what to write, but you're like, okay, as soon as I hit send, and you hit the send button, then you're like, oh, well, I can't take it back because it's gone out now. Like it's too late. You know, it's kind of like one of those things, like you got to pull the plug and do what you need to do. And once you do that, the universe is telling you that they're going to reward you for that. So I hope you have an amazing April, all of you Virgos out there. Pay attention to the signs and the information that you're getting and just kind of follow through with it. They're saying an end to a difficult situation, and I really feel like it's been a long time coming for you. This is going to be different for each one of you. Some of you are going to be moving, though. I keep seeing relocation. So some of you, if that's what you're being guided to do, start scouting out areas. Start looking for new jobs in different states or different towns. But pay attention because the information is coming to you and it's important. This is your time. Have a great April, Virgo.